most TV show on earth, the greatest show on earth. The only show with 3 GOATs on it. We the GOATs. Like, there's no other way around this.
Yeah.
I'm your boy Jay. I got my boys B and Shamar with me. What's up, bro?
What's the word, man?
On today's episode, we got some. We in the same week. This week, about what 12 years ago, the wrestling world changed forever. There's a lot of stories and conspiracies about this, and we're gonna give our opinion on it. It's a real controversial topic. It's real.
Don't get us wrong. Like, you know, on the weekly show, y'all see us, we joke around, we play around, but this is like the most serious topic.
This probably the most this is the only show you'll probably never laugh at. Never, you know. We're gonna talk about Chris Benoit and, you know, just the whole conspiracy and things like that.
And we just gonna run down the whole everything about his career and his career. And we just gonna talk about like what happened, what could have happened, what made.
We really don't know. I don't think nobody really knows what happened.
I mean, at this point, people could say like some people thought when it first happened, he was killed, but they didn't know, and then later on they find out that he killed himself, and that's what they saying, he killed himself. They say he killed his son and he killed his wife.
I heard that what he did was he broke his neck.
Yeah.
With a weight machine.
Yeah, he jumped off like the stairs, he had like this is what I heard. He had like a rope wrapped around his neck. He had a weight there. Jumped off the stairs and hung himself.
Broke his neck. Then
killed the wife.
Had a Bible next to him. Put a Bible next to him.
Oh yeah, cause he was a Christian too.
I didn't hear about that last part.
Yeah, they say he had a Bible next to him.
Well, I want to talk about some stuff. He had a lot of demons.
Of course, he had a lot of demons because first of all, when Eddie passed away,
that's where I was going.
They was like best friends. You get what I'm saying? That once you lose that very best friend, you're not the same
were like
mentally.
Brothers. They came in. They were in WCW together. Yeah. They came in WWE together,
and they became world champions together.
Yeah, they were world champions. Eddie won his championship like a month earlier, 2 months earlier. Yeah. Chris Benoit won his,
and Maine, one of the greatest moments.
He made Triple H tap out. Personally, probably my favorite wrestling moment of all time. Eddie Guerrero was a dude that he fought a lot of demons. He overcame.
He really did fight his demons.
I think people say when Chris Benoit lost Eddie, that was his piece. Like that was his go-to.
That's
you know, he always gave him advice. My bad. He always gave him advice. Eddie used to always read
scripture, Bibles.
Yeah, Bible scriptures to people and stuff, and it's just sad, man, that we lost not just Chris Benoit but also Eddie Guerrero.
And a lot of people, you know, like I say, you know, that's kind of sick, you know, that you kill yourself, your family.
Yeah.
But we don't know what a person goes through in his life.
100%.
As you said back then in WWE, they didn't check for certain, you know, like the steroids or the things that they was taking back then. They wasn't checking for it.
Right.
So they wouldn't even know if he was actually doing these things. They could have prevented it from happening.
They said I think that was Eddie. I don't know if it was Eddie or Chris Benoit. They found a lot of steroids and stuff. I don't know if it was Eddie or Chris Benoit.
Nah, they found it in both after the incident. Because what Vince was doing, see, back then, he really didn't. Back then, it's hard to get in this business to be the top guy because Chris Benoit and Eddie, they was like little guys. They were small dudes. So in order for them to get big and they want that push to be up top, they was taking, you know, steroids in order for them to get where they have to be. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it plays a part with the Chris Benoit situation because
they go hand in hand.
Yeah, and he had a lot of concussions and they never checked for no protocols. And that flying headbutt, he was literally hitting his head every time.
300 times a year.
House shows, pay-per-views, Monday nights.
I saw one pay-per-view.
Friday nights, all that.
Sometimes he would just miss it. He'd just go head first. When people got out the way, you know, it's just head first with the canvas, man.
And according to the doctors, though, when I was hearing about it, I was reading an article about it. They was talking about how Benoit, his brain was like a 5-year-old. damaged.
No, it was like 85. It was like real old. Like
it was something like that.
Yeah, it was something like he had a brain of a like 85-year-old man with like CTE and stuff.
And
like
he couldn't like function right. You get what I'm saying? So imagine like you gonna be off in the head. You feel me? Because you bang your head every week. That's your job now.
When people talk about Chris Benoit, like and Eddie, like I know we talking about Chris Benoit, but Chris Benoit and Eddie go hand in hand.
Yeah.
People like Chris Jericho said, like, you know, he was never a violent dude. Like,
he was always humble and quiet. You feel me? He was chilling. You don't ever thought that a quiet man like him doing this rampage to his family like that didn't hurt himself. Like, that's
now,
crazy.
I forgot who said this. Somebody said they don't believe Chris Benoit did it. I forgot who it was.
I think it was Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle.
Yeah.
Because he thought Chris Benoit got set up. Like somebody went in there and killed him. They hung him up on the rope. They killed the whole family. And he don't think Chris Benoit did it. That's where this conspiracy thing comes in. Because there was never any evidence saying that they know for a fact that he did it. It's just it's sad, man, because we lost two of personally my favorite wrestlers within like 18 months, within like a year and a half.
It's crazy because like I didn't get a chance to watch Chris Benoit.
Right.
Yeah.
So I heard about him though, and I heard he was a great wrestler.
Yeah.
But I didn't get to watch Eddie either. So I really never got a chance to watch them and to see that now that they gone. Chris Benoit gone in a tragic way. Eddie passed. It's sad, bro. Like all around because the wrestling business. Those were two staples of the wrestling business.
Yeah.
And like you said, you never know what really happened to Chris Benoit. But though, what we all heard is that he did this. So now WWE won't even acknowledge the fact that he was a great wrestler because of that situation.
I personally always think about the end of WrestleMania 20. That's still always gonna be my favorite wrestling moment of all time. It's just sad, man.
He's one of the most greatest technical wrestlers of all time.
Yeah.
I put Daniel Bryan in there, Benoit, AJ Styles, just a few. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I think I just be playing, but I be serious. Like, put him in the Hall of Fame as a wrestling standpoint.
Exactly.
Don't put him in as like, oh, well, what he did. I mean, first of all,
well, you gotta think. My bad to cut you off, B. Before you go into the other stuff, you gotta understand from WWE's perspective, they got sponsorships, all types of stuff. So if you put a man like Chris Benoit in your Hall of Fame, the sponsors, you look at the bullying thing and all that, they're gonna lose. They could lose like sponsors, money, all types of stuff.
I understand that. Yeah, I understand, but like you gotta it plays a big part of Vince's too.
Exactly.
You gotta understand, like Vince, you should have been more careful about your workers. If you really care about your workers, you should have been having a lot of concussion protocols, any drug like they do now. Now they more serious now.
Yeah.
You've been doing this the 1980s, and this happened around 2007. Like, why you didn't have no drug calls, no nothing? You get what I'm saying? You supposed to care about your employees. They working for you. You keep the money in your pocket. You get what I'm saying? And
I agree with you too. Like I joke around sometimes about like the Hall of Fame thing. Like he ain't gonna never be there.
Yeah, apparently not.
But I agree with you. Acknowledge his career, his in-ring career.
Just going as an in-ring career.
He's a former world champion. One of the greatest matches in WrestleMania history.
He won the greatest
against
US
Shawn Michaels
champion.
and Triple H.
Greatest US champion.
So like he
beat both of them.
Exactly. So he had a great in-ring career. That's what that's what the Hall of Fame for, right?
Yeah.
Even though now they put anybody
in there.
I mean, Tori Wilson got inducted this year.
Yeah.
So anybody can go in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, China. She didn't get an individual, but she got in because of DX.
But she still deserved to be in there like as an individual. But because of her recent background, they won't put her in the Hall of Fame. And then her history with Stephanie and Triple H. they won't do it. So, see, it's a lot of personal stuff going on.
A lot of politicking and things.
Yeah.
That's what it mostly is now in this business too. And then what I heard was I was listening to what Guerrero said, and he said like him, Benoit, and the referee Charles Robinson, they should travel together. And his last final days with Benoit, he'll send Charles Robinson, Chris, and Charles Guerrero these weird text messages talking about the dog is outside, the dog was outside, I killed the dog outside. It was like weird text messages. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why people was considering as like he probably did it because he was like messed up
in the head.
Yeah.
Bro. His mind was off. And that's serious. People think like, oh, he nuts. Like when they say that, bro, that's serious. When people be off in the head, bro, that's not no joke, bro. Like you gotta take that serious.
Yeah, it's just like it's unfortunate for him because he broke his back for the business.
And we talking about Chris Benoit?
I mean, we could talk about both for Eddie and Benoit.
The only reason I'm saying that, only reason I keep bringing up Eddie is because they go hand in hand.
Yeah,
like they're like
it's just a different situation.
Yeah.
But they still it's a comparison. And he was supposed to, if you think about it, before like right before his death, that's Chris Benoit I'm talking about. He was supposed to face CM Punk for the ECW World Title at Avengers Night of Champions.
Yeah, I remember
because Bobby Lashley went over to Raw and Vince like you can't be ECW champion.
Exactly. So at the Avengers Avengers Night of Champions, he was gonna face CM Punk. And I was watching, when they had they face to face.
That
last face to face.
He can't be grabbed his hand, shook his hand. I was like, this match
gonna be a great match. CM Punk was a youngin', but he was on the rise.
He was coming up. Yeah.
Chris Benoit was already established. Yeah. He would have, probably would have put Punk over anyways.
Yeah. Right.
But he didn't. When I was watching, he didn't make the flight. Like they saying, Benoit didn't make the flight. Woo. So now things was getting strange. Like what's going on?
Yeah. They sent somebody to his house.
Yeah, because what happened was like Chavo Guerrero, because he the only person that knew what's going on. He was like, Benoit ain't been showing the work lately, so he finally told what happened.
Did you hear like they had the police where they called 911?
Yeah.
One of the WWE officials, I don't think they said who it was. And like, yeah, we're looking for Chris Benoit. And they were like, what does he look like? They said he's short. They described his build and stuff like, I forgot. I can't think of the whole thing, but cause, I watched so much stuff on this and all that.
Yeah.
It's weird, bro. Like,
yeah, and then once they found out that, because everybody was sad about it, because I was sad too. I was like,
oh yeah, they gave him a tribute show.
I was like, not this again. Like already, we just had this with Eddie pass away. Now we got to deal with Benoit. You just be like, we couldn't catch a break for nothing.
I remember they had the tribute show on Raw.
Yeah, they did.
Then
3 hours, right? It was like
it was the whole 3 hours. They paid
thing.
tribute to him. Then more information came out. Vince showed up on ECW the next night and he said, he said in the real saying like his wording was real big and all, but basically he was like we found out what happened. More information came back to us saying what happened with Chris Benoit. This is the first step of the healing process. You'll never hear Chris Benoit's name ever again in WWE TV.
Yeah.
And that is into fruition. We don't hear his name. They don't show any of his past accomplishments. They barely acknowledge that he was a wrestler in the company. And that's kind of sad because it's like he was hitter. Like,
yeah. He did a lot, man. Former U.S. champion, former world champion. Was he tag team champion?
He was tag team champion.
Tag team champion. Royal Rumble winner, one of the greatest Royal Rumble performances we ever seen. Main event of WrestleMania, made Triple H tap out the main event of WrestleMania, beat Shawn Michaels.
He has a lot of accolades to him, so it's just hard because they don't want to put him in because they consider him as a murderer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
they don't want to tarnish their Hall of Fame.
It's already tarnished, but
it's all right.
Yeah, but the point, they saying like by putting somebody who they consider a murderer into their Hall of Fame, they see that as like kind of like disrespectful. You know, like they don't want to do that.
I understand. I mean, I understand about it, what's going on, but you gotta understand, like he's a wrestler. You don't know what he was going through. Like everybody get banged up though.
We'll never know what really happened.
Nah, nobody's never gonna know because only God himself knows. You feel me? That's
so all we got is people close to him, like Hornswoggle, who was close to him. He said he don't think Chris Benoit did it.
Yeah, they sure didn't have no physical evidence showing
it's just
that.
like here. It's just like people just saying things, you know.
Yeah.
So we could believe what anybody say.
Yeah.
But we don't know if it's true or not. You know, we never will know if he actually. Like we just heard, he broke his neck and he hung himself. He killed his wife and son first, then he ended
I heard
himself.
he put like a sheet over I think his son's name was Daniel.
What he did was
he like strangled his wife. He choked out Daniel.
I'm sorry, but I ain't gonna say this ever again. But this is what I heard. You're gonna hear me say this again. I heard that Daniel was asleep. That's why he was asleep. And Chris Benoit put a pillow and he put it over his head and he just did it. I ain't gonna say it again, but that was kind of undisturbed to hear that. But then he just strangled his wife. I think he did that. I think he killed his wife on a Friday. Then he killed his son on a Saturday. And then on a Sunday, he supposed to be on the pay-per-view at Vengeance. That's when he killed himself. That's why he had the Bible right there, because he wanted God to, people do that, once you want to forgive what he done, you feel me? That's why the Bible was right there. So it was just, it kind of broke my heart about that, because,
I respect,
that was one of my favorite
I'm going to just be honest, I respect him, as a wrestler.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah, because I'm always going to be a wrestling fan by heart, you get what I'm saying?
As a person,
yeah,
if it's true.
If it's true, right. That's
right.
only if it's true.
I can't respect nobody like that to kill, to end someone else's life because of the depression and troubles they going through.
Yeah.
I understand, he was, off in the brain. He was facing depression, like you said, a lot of demons. But you don't, end nobody else's life because of your hardships. So, like you said, if he, if that's really the story that he did that, I can't respect him as a human being,
100%. And another Eddie and Chris Benoit. When Eddie passed, it just went all downhill.
You see how as soon as Eddie passed, they put him in the Hall of Fame because he didn't do nothing, reckless.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
He beat his demons.
He beat his demons, right?
And
So he was good.
And he passed away, of natural causes.
Yeah.
See, if Benoit would have passed away of natural causes, no doubt.
Oh, he definitely be playing.
See, it's a lot. It's a story behind him, and behind his death, and it's serious. It's real serious, man.
Yeah, he just had a lot of brain damage. It's just terrible.
Doing that flying head, I believe he
kept getting cracked with the chest plenty of times. I remember I was watching his match. He just kept getting hit. Bam, bam.
I hate looking when I see that now. I'm glad they got rid of that shots to the head. I saw they wind up, boom, crack.
And then this I'm talking to. I remember when The Rock and Mick Foley was beefing. And I remember
Rock cracked him in the head.
Yeah, he
12 times.
He behind his back, handcuffed.
Can't even defend himself.
He just hit him 12 times.
I don't even understand how Mick Foley can even move.
Man, that was
he had to be one of the men in the business who literally, people always say they put their body on the line. Mick Foley literally, sacrificed his whole body and life. So they're real hardcore,
even before WWE, ECW.
Thumbtacks. Imagine yourself getting slammed through thousands of those. And you gotta pick those out of your body.
Can you see your tooth coming through your nose? How did that even happen?
The man don't even got an ear.
He
half of his ear gone.
Oh, that's gone. He ain't got he got dentures now.
You see the way he walk?
Yeah, he can't even walk no more. He got to get 5 hip surgeries in order for him to get back
that's
right.
True. That that's why we say, if you just if you boo Mick Foley or don't like Mick Foley, you just gotta be backwards.
Yeah, that's.
Hey, on this show, man. On this show, you gonna hear backwards a lot on this.
Yeah, bro. Like, cause Mick Foley really did a lot for the industry. Like,
Gave his body to the
Gave his body up.
Hell in a Cell. He the real reason why that you think Undertaker
twice.
But,
Don't forget the match he had with Triple H.
Man,
That was, that was terrible. That was easy.
Triple H. He went through the Hell in a Cell cage, bro, and went through the ring 20 feet in the air.
man.
He is one of the greatest.
Yeah, Mick Foley deserved to be WWE champion.
He think what?
Yeah,
was it 4 times?
He was three. He was 3 or 4.
He was like
It was
3 or
like
4
4
times. Yeah.
But yeah, nonetheless, he deserved to be champion that many times because he did, a lot of the business. But yeah, I mean, like I said, Chris Benoit was a great wrestler,
One of the greatest
tactician.
in my book.
Yep.
In my book, yeah.
It's sad what happened.
Smooth
but,
with it too.
Unfortunately, unfortunate things happen in this world.
Yeah. That's why you gotta call people. You gotta check
You gotta
up on
check
people.
up on people.
You're 100%.
You can't if you call, somebody, your friend. You gotta check up on people. You got even if it's just
100%. And even if they tell you it's all good,
exactly, just like
man,
what's
like,
up?
what's
How
up?
you been?
Right. Yeah.
At least they'll be like, I got somebody who
Man, let me know.
who wanna know how I'm doing.
Sometimes you just gotta ask them, like beat it out of them sometimes.
Yeah.
But sometimes certain people, they not gonna tell you
Yeah,
what's
they'll just
wrong.
tell you I'm decent, I'm good.
I'm good. Like, I'm gonna keep asking you, like, talk to me. Just
you gotta,
call me.
Yeah,
you feel me?
you gotta
Yeah.
you gotta check up on people, especially if you call them your friend.
And
You gotta check up.
you always think back in the day there was the SmackDown 6. It was Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio, Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero.
And those was the part. They was the first guys who came in.
I'm trying to think of the other two: Chris Benoit, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, Edge.
It was a few more, but that was the 6 people who started on. On
Them were the dudes that were just like Vince. I can't do nothing with these dudes.
And he threw them aside like I can't do nothing with them. But Paul Heyman, who was the greatest of all time, he seen a vision and he turned them to tag team superstars into individual. Now look at them, all Hall of Famers except for one. But that's why I give credit to Paul Heyman what he has done for this business.
Oh yeah, he outside of being a manager,
Yeah,
he definitely saw talent.
he saw something
CM
harder.
Punk.
He wrote
Steve Austin.
Yeah, he was the head of. He wrote SmackDown like
Scripts and stuff
yeah,
like that.
like
Yeah,
he was the reason why SmackDown was so great.
So Heyman definitely got a mind for the business.
Oh, he do, of course. Oh yeah,
Look at Brock.
yeah.
We all knew Brock was gonna be a
100%.
monster,
Look at him.
but
He
with
getting
Paul Heyman adding
12
that
million.
That added an extra.
that extra adage to him, like now he got somebody who can really talk for him. And like you said, 12 million.
12
Ain't no wrestler in WWE getting paid. He the highest paid wrestler.
I
in
mean,
WWE.
them dudes probably some of them dudes hardly touching $1 million.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar is literally the highest paid wrestler in WWE who barely show. And we know he don't show up, but it's the way he's he got that look, that box office draw, like man. But yeah.
Oh, y'all see on this episode, man, like the mood changed a lot. Like
Yeah, I mean, it was gonna be like that way. Like it gotta be that way. Like
yeah.
we can't stay on one topic because there's so much to talk about when it comes to wrestling. Like
Yeah.
especially we know all about it. So, but yeah, this been a
Great episode.
eerie.
It's been
Yeah,
hard,
I mean-
but we did good.
Let us.
Yeah,
I mean, we did this for y'all. Let us know, man. Like what y'all think.
Yeah.
I gotta. I'm gonna say this right now. I'll actually low key like I'm working on it. It's gonna be a long time, but I want to do something like. I'll tell y'all later. And then y'all will find out eventually later too. This was a great episode. I'm your boy Jay.
I'm your boy B.
Boy, smart.
And we out.